Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a video all about your next 3 months, what you need to know, advice, and we're also going to be doing some charm casting with this as well. Ignore the ink on my finger. I was changing some printer cartridges and I have ink on my finger all of a sudden. So let's get started with today's pick a card. We have 4 groups here. We have group number 1 with the selenite, group 2 with the clear quartz, group 3 with the amethyst, and group number 4 with the kunzite. So if you've never seen a pick a card before, basically what you have to do is just choose whichever group resonates with you the most, 1, 2, 3 or 4, and the timestamps will be down in the description box and in the comment section, and you just choose whatever group takes your fancy. And if you struggle to choose, then just take a deep breath in, a deep breath out, and just focus on whatever number comes to your mind first. So let's get started with today's reading. We're going to get nice and juicy into all the details and hopefully get some nice advice for you guys, especially if you're going through some stuff. These pick a cards are normally very good for that sort of thing. So let's get started with group number 1 with the selenite. Hello group number 1, let's get started with your reading. So you guys chose the beautiful selenite crystal tumblestone. So let's get started. We're going to see what's happening for you guys in the next 3 months. So let's have a look. So the first 2 cards you got are Dream and Pause. Lovely. So we're going to put those over there. So we're going to look into the cards first, and then we're going to look into your charms and what's going to go on for the next 3 months specifically. So we're going to look into the cards first, and then we'll have a look into the charms. So your main tarot card we have is the 3 of Swords, kunzite. We have Candle Quartz and Bleeding Heart, Show Yourself. Vulnerability, self-worth, feminine healing. Make fun, more fun, jokes and laughter please, with the crazy lace, agate and sunflower. And funnily enough, we have the exact same crystal in this card as we do here. So we have selenite, and these are selenite, which is so cute. I love that. I love these synchronicities. I love when that happens. Okay, so we also have inspiration. And we have the third eye. I just want to get one more of these actually. I was kind of thinking that I might want to get a couple. So let's get another one. Let's see what's going on. I'll take those 2. Okay, underneath we have Grace. That could be one of your names as well. If you're watching this and your name is Grace, that's extra message. I just felt drawn to say that as well. I feel like I'm getting the name Toby as well, like the name Toby's coming through. Toby, Daniel, and I feel Peter, but I also feel it's a bit more complicated than that. Some sort of name beginning with P. Okay, so we have sincerity and we have thoughtfulness. Alright, so you guys got a lot going on. I actually feel like the next 3 months, every month is going to be very different. I don't feel like they're going to be actually really similar. There's a massive connection between you and how you're showing yourself in your life, and that's going to basically change the way how your life changes. So I'm picking up on December, so it might be within December that this actually comes true. This is a general reading as well, so it can come up whenever you see this reading. It is timeless, but you could be attracting something within December as well. So we have the third eye chakra, which this is the yoga pose for the third eye. So if you guys want to check that out, then definitely try it out. This is called the Sphinx pose. It says, I'm able to view things clearly. It says strengthens back, buttock and upper arm muscles, increases flexibility of the spine, improves posture, stretches the abdominal muscles. So the one thing I'm really being drawn to is the abdominal muscles, the solar plexus, you know, all that sort of stuff, because this is kind of that energy as well with the sunflowers. I feel like you are trying to force people to be on the same wavelength as you, and I feel like part of it is very subconscious. I don't feel like you're doing this consciously, but I feel like part of it is basically your main thing I'm feeling is you're learning to let go of like controlling other people, and this could be very subconscious. It could be people pleasing, which is a sense of control. It could be something like you are no longer trying to get people to do something that, you know, they aren't able to do. So say it could be someone, you're trying to have an adult conversation with somebody who's a child, essentially, who's an adult who's a child in an adult's body. It could be that you're trying to have a conversation with somebody and you want to do something with them, and you just know that they're not like that. So you want to go out and do something adventurous and they're really not that sort of person, they're very lazy, and you know this, And this is basically what I feel like you're letting go of, is this old version of yourself that tries to force stuff that isn't healthy and isn't comfortable for you, and you know that that's not comfortable or healthy anyway. So I feel like the kind of remedy for this is going to be play. Play is so important for you, and I feel like you need to laugh more. I think this will really shake up your energy. And I also feel like your feminine energy is really healing, which is why you're recognizing a lot of stuff about yourself through other people. Especially if you have Libra in your chart, you will do that. You will recognize yourself through the relationships you have. And I feel like you guys have got a really good grip on relationships. I feel like even though you may have kind of ups and downs in connections, which is completely normal, you're doing a really good job at learning actually what you need to learn, which I feel is to not take life too seriously and to really show yourself fully in all your connections. So with this Three of Swords with kunzite, kunzite's a really gentle crystal. I sell this on my shop. I'm a fucking massive fan of kunzite. It's fucking beautiful. So kunzite is all about the heart chakra. It allows you to really express yourself authentically, and same with this, it allows you to show yourself. So what I'm feeling with kunzite is I feel like you're really going to heal a lot of the relationships you have in your life, whether that be the relationship to yourself, which is also I feel like what you're doing, but you're just healing this. There's a sense of just like gentle healing around all of your relationships. And the way they're showing up, I feel, is you're seeing the contrast between what relationships are really good for you and what relationships aren't good for you. And I don't feel like there's going to be any ending of connections, but I do feel there's a sense of like grieving your old self that had to adjust and force and push everything. So I feel like if you ever feel really bogged down in the next 3 months, I feel like it's really important to stretch your energy, stretch yourself with yoga, do some meditation, and just get out your house. I feel like also you'll learn to not be defined by other people and their kind of identity of you and how they see you, because it actually doesn't make any difference how people see you. It actually is about how you see yourself. And if you're worried about how people see you, then you're worried about how you see yourself. So say if you're really insecure about yourself and you don't want to fully show yourself who you are, you will worry about how other people see you, because you're constantly worrying, okay, what they're going to think of me and all this stuff. But actually all you're worried about is how you see yourself. So what I see with the Three of Swords is a massive change with 3 people or 3 different scenarios. It could be career, home, family. It could be money, love, relationships. There's 3 big chunks, and I feel like within the next 3 months, which is funny because we've got the Three of Swords, there's going to be this opening of, am I worthy of this opportunity? And I feel like you just got to go for it and just show yourself up. And I feel like this is also, there's going to be a new career opening up for you, because I feel like a lot of you guys are wanting to start a new career, and that's about showing yourself, especially if it's something you really enjoy. I feel like it's, not always, but it is easier to do something you don't enjoy, because you can just shut off and become this kind of drone, and of course that's not, it's very complicated career, because we have to earn money at the end of the day. But sometimes it can be more difficult to do something you actually love, or start doing something you love, because we're so trained that work is uncomfortable and stressful and not fun. And of course they want us to feel like that, because they want us to be weak and insecure and not in our power. So what I feel for you is to really get in tune with that intuition in the next 3 months. Be really comfortable with pausing and being in the quiet, because I feel that you're getting so many effing downloads. I'm getting a lot of Piscean energy as I'm talking. But I feel like you definitely need to bring in more laughter. And I feel like that's literally just watching videos that are really funny to you, being around people who make you laugh, doing stuff that's like literally off the cusp, like doing random shit, that you want to do. That's what I feel like is really coming up for you. And I think you're judging yourself more than what you should be doing, because I feel like a lot of you guys put this immense pressure on yourself, and honestly I feel like it's just burning you out. So I think there's a part of you that, I do feel like you need to talk it out. I feel like you guys are very, very sensitive, and it's really important to talk out these feelings, because a lot of you guys are going to start something new, and I feel like you just got to let go of this old version of yourself that's restrictive and uncomfortable and just makes you feel like poop, basically. Okay, so let's have a look at your charms then. So I feel like I wanted to really base this reading more around the charms. So that's why I feel like I want to just do more of the charms this time around, because I feel like this is kind of like the most important part of the reading. Let me just move this candle up a little bit. Okay, so let's have a look at your charms then. So I have my charms here in this little basket. I'm also going to be pulling some dice and things like that, and we'll see where this goes. Normally I don't do this sort of stuff, so we'll just see. So let's see what's going on for group number 1 for the next 3 months. Let's see. I'm going to really shuffle them around. I don't want to pull too many of the metal ones, so we'll just scatter them. Okay, and then we'll get a couple more metal charms. Okay, I put that one there. Okay, and then let's get some dice. Let's scatter these around. I feel like I need to do that a bit more sporadically. There we go. Okay, and then let's get, whoops, I just dropped one of my dice. Okay, let's get you some zodiac signs. Just gonna not look. Oh, that one wanted to come out. And put that one there. Okay, so let's see what's going on with you. Ooh, hello. This is a lot of stuff here. It's actually really cool. I like this. Okay, so first of all, we've got the South Node with family. Well, that just explains itself. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to let go of a lot of restrictions around transformation. This is the butterfly here. I'm just going to put that where it was. This is to do with how am I restricting myself with my love life, with my family, okay? Am I feeling a lot of judgment around being single or being in a certain relationship with somebody? Is there a lot of judgment around religion and restriction and how I express myself in connections? Am I fully able to be myself in connections? So what's really nice is we have Libra in family, which I fucking love this. This is so great. So the Libra energy is so beautiful. This is basically about balancing how you are with your family. And I'm not going to say that family is just blood related. This is people that you're around on the daily or the weekly. And I see that some of you guys, there's a really big message coming through and it's really hitting my shoulders. And what this is showing me is to do with your heart chakra and being able to let go and be vulnerable. Oh, this feels so good, right? I feel like some of you guys are needing to push yourself away from your family because you're too tied to them, that it's stressing you out. I like how this dice is away from the mat because this is pretty much saying, this is pretty much saying like you have to go out on your own. And this is not to say that you have to suddenly move out or you have to make some big fat changes. It's more emotional than anything else because you're not ever really ready to do something until you're emotionally ready. So with the T, I feel like this is to do with somebody in your family beginning with T. This also could be to do with some sort of religion or restriction or something to do with T. It feels like I'm getting the name Terrence a lot. Terrence and Tamsin, those are the names that are coming out, or Terry. And then we also have this love life with the family. Can you see how this butterfly is literally on the edge of both sides? So I feel like a lot of you guys are transforming away from ancestral patterns so you can have a relationship that really, really serves you. And what's so cool, I love this. It's actually so fun. I'm actually really glad I did this. So we have the sun between emotional and love life. Your journey is all about how you're showing up for yourself. The sun is about how much am I showing up for myself. It's your, you know, it's the first house. It's like yourself. It's your appearances. It's romance. It's love. It's like all these things. Like how am I really showing up for myself, in my personality and my identity? How do you show your emotional side that you are ready for a relationship? Because that is basically what's causing you to feel very, very restricted. So that's basically the main element of what I feel like is going on for you. And this Eiffel Tower is really nice. I feel like a lot of you guys have a strong connection to France, or there's just a shit ton of travel is coming up for your love life. You might actually meet someone traveling, or they are from a different country and they are online. It could be all these different things, but I feel like they are at a distance. They're over here. So what I'm seeing is, this is so funny. So I'm seeing two, like a couple, like a male and a female, and like I see the woman and she's holding her arms out to this baby and it's walking towards her. You know when parents, they get in their kid, they're trying to get the kid to walk and they are holding their arms out, they're sitting on the floor and the baby's slowly walking. You are releasing the masculine and going into the feminine. That's why I saw a male and a female. And of course, you know, energy is different from male and female. I'm not saying that, but what I feel like is what the message is showing me is you have to stretch yourself to love yourself to then manifest this next opportunity. If you are constantly in this fear, if you're not being fully in your own solar plexus energy and your worth, you are constantly going to be restricted by family and how they treated you in the past, because our family life and our childhood really defines our relationships. It really does. I can say that purely for fact, actually, because from my experience and what I've witnessed in people's readings, you know, talking to certain people, our childhood fucking shapes our whole life, and if we don't realize that there's restrictions there and there's things that we actually do need to release, because our family isn't just us, you know, we are a different human being, we are separate. It's actually realizing that we have to sometimes transform away from those restrictions to really come into our energy. So as my Libra qualities are coming out, of course I got drawn to the love life first of all, but I love that. Okay, so we have opportunities, we have changes, and we have O. So I'm not sure what that one is, so let's get a couple more. I just want to get just one more. What's this one? Got a little shell. Okay, so I don't see too many opportunities happening at this time. I do see that it's going to, things that have to complete themselves, almost like a circle, they have to complete themselves before you manifest these changes. Mainly I feel emotional is the main energy right now, and I see like a heart splitting into two, but it feels good. It's almost like you're taking what you've learned from your family and you're leading with that and you're moving away from that, which is really nice. So basically you're going to have more of these opportunities when this starts to get clearer. So I feel as if with the emotional side, we have emotional with Cancer, and we have Pisces. So there's this need for you to really get closer to your psychic abilities and getting closer to you feeling more comfortable with your emotions. So we have a shit ton of water in here. We've got Cancer, we've got Pisces. Cancer's ruled by the crab, Pisces is the fish, we've got a seahorse, we've got a turtle. I mean, it couldn't get any more watery than that unless we had like a friggin', you know, seashell or something. So what I'm seeing for you is, oh, they're actually telling me a really cute message, is with the seahorses, the males actually carry the baby. And it's funny because I saw like in that image where I said the baby is kind of moving away from the man and into the woman's arms. What I see for this is basically you'll learn to do things differently, and I feel as if that you're going to find a lot of intense emotions are going to come up in the next 3 months. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, guys, but I do feel like the Cancerian energy is fucking fantastic. Like, it feels so feminine, it feels like you're really being authentic to yourself, and I wouldn't be surprised if you manifest a Cancer or a Pisces or have those in your life in the next 3 months. I feel like the Cancer energy is going to be the most prominent. This is showing me that you're more connected, you're more open to your emotions and things like that, which feels really good. It just feels very, very balanced and yeah, very beautiful. So spiritual, this little guy was over here. So we have this tree, we have the shoehorn, and we have the spiritual. You are learning to basically push yourself so you can become much more intuitive. I see that your need for spirituality is going to get so much more intense because you're so sensitive, and because the energies are really shifting, you're going to get more sensitive as the days goes on. So I'd say get some emotional protection as much as possible, psychic protection. Selenite is really good for that, labradorite, black onyx, saging yourself, cutting ties with people, so important. And I would say also that you're going to be very lucky in spirituality. I see that if any of you guys are very sensitive and you're having ghosties visit your intuition or your mind or your body or your home, I would say put up some protection and some walls, whether it be sage in your house, you know, cleansing, because you're not meant to be a vessel all the time, because, you know, you are a physical body and those spirits need boundaries. And that's what I'm feeling for this is kind of boundaries here. So I also feel like you're going to get a lot of messages which is going to lead you towards something, which I feel like these two things are connected. It's something to do with horses as well. It could be horses are a really big omen for you, and your family is going to show you a lot of spiritual messages, even though you don't want them to, which is really funny. I feel like a lot of you guys are so coming away from family, which is fucking amazing, because for those of you who have, you know, strong Aquarius or Cancer, Gemini, Libra qualities, it can be very difficult to come away from family, because especially Aquarians, they'd have, a lot of the time they have very strong karma with family, and it can be very destructive and possibly toxic. So yeah, I feel like also it's not about like really judging this situation and your connection to your family. It's more about looking at it and just being like, this is what they're showing me, I'm gonna see that and actually accept it, and rather than try to change them or anything like that. So funnily enough, we have Aquarius, which I didn't see until now. So Aquarius is in the mental, and it's coming slowly into the financial, or it's actually, I feel like, is it coming away or is it coming down? I feel like it's coming away. I'm hearing, not that I want to admit it, but it's coming away. So what does that mean? So I feel like a lot of you guys are being pushed to be independent mentally. So you're basically learning to express yourself through yourself. So your information you're going to get through these couple of months to 3 months, you're going to learn a shit ton about yourself, and the Aquarius energy is really important. That's why I feel like you're learning more and leaning more into your spiritual side, because it's supporting you as you're changing and going through these big fat changes. I just love this butterfly. This is really important because you're going to be so different. I really feel that. I really feel like I keep getting September. I'm hearing September, November, February and January and March. So I'm getting loads of different months. That could be your birthday. Very significant. So we have art with mental and financial. This could be so many things. This could be a company that's really gonna, you know, probably mess you around maybe. I don't know. A lot of companies have been really weird recently from what I've witnessed as well. So you're learning a lot through experiences with things beginning with R. Let's just say that. And I feel like this could be a company. And why I say company is because we have financial. So I feel like you're going to come into a company, leave a company, something like that. And the Cancer is so cool because we have Cancer in the emotional and the financial. So your literal learning and journey right now, your journeying, your learning and journey is to really come into your emotions and actually listen to them and be really fucking kind to yourself, because that is going to bring you to financial success. I'm hearing, I don't like being here, I want to leave. So I feel like a lot of you guys are in situations where that is pretty much where you're at. Give it, I'd say, at least a month or two to really work on yourself so you feel comfortable enough to then leave, because I feel like a lot of you guys, you're in financial situations where you just feel so uncomfortable and stressed. I really feel like any fear that's coming up is really asking you to look at it. And I know it's scary, guys. I know it's scary. I'm talking to, you know, human beings and myself who are in the 21st century. We're in a disgusting society that benefits off of our, you know, lack of self-worth and money and things like that. I know it's hard, but honestly, guys, from what I've witnessed is if you actually go into the emotion that you're feeling and actually really like look into it and either like tap on it like EFT or ask it what it wants, a lot of the time it just wants to be acknowledged. And especially with money, it brings up a shit ton of fear, and that's okay, because what it does is it's getting you to stretch yourself. Because I had that before, you know, and it's okay to be like that. And I know it's scary, but the last thing you want to do is avoid it, because you're just going to keep going into jobs that you fucking hate, and it's not going to be good for you. And yeah, I do feel for a lot of you guys, being in the South Node here, you are letting go of a lot of ties around family and restriction, and that is going to really bring a lot of joy about you and around you, that's going to bring you towards a career you fucking enjoy, because you fucking deserve that. I really feel that. And yes, I'm not going to say that this next 3 months is going to be comfortable, because I don't really feel like it is, but holy shit, is it going to transform you, and is it going to make you feel so much more comfortable with yourself. Okay, so funnily enough, we have Neptune again. So Neptune is really popping up with that Piscean energy. And I just bit my cheek. So a lot of you guys are really resistant to coming into your spiritual side. And you are needing to let go of a really, like I say, an old identity essentially that you feel about yourself. And I feel like this is the past and this is the future. So with this being the past, you're basically no longer, like I say, restricting yourself out of fear of not being good enough, restricting other people. I just feel like your day-to-day life is going to just get a little bit easier, because you subconsciously or consciously are going to accept something about your emotional state, and it's going to make you feel a lot easier. And then we have the 12th house and Eros, which I see you're going to, I'm hearing, live your life through a better relationship. So I feel like because your relationship with yourself is changing, your identity is really releasing itself and it's transforming, which is so yummy and beautiful. The 12th house is the last house in the birth chart wheel, so you're basically letting go of a lot of stuff. And funnily enough, I didn't actually mean to put spiritual here, but it literally is exactly the same place as where Neptune is, which is where the 12th house is, which is about the spiritual side. That's fucking amazing. So yeah, I feel that's really important. And as I'm saying that, my ear is ringing. So this is probably one of the most synchronistic readings I've done for a while. This is amazing. So with Eros I feel like this connection here with the 12th house is amazing. Guys, you are so close to a new relationship. I can breathe, I can breathe it in. Like I can feel it, I can smell it, I can like taste the energy. It sounds really weird to say it like that, but that's what they're telling me. It's like I can actually feel it within my physical senses. So you are definitely getting ready for this relationship. If you are already in a relationship, you are just getting much more comfortable with being around this person and speaking your truth and showing up for yourself. And I wouldn't be surprised if you do something to do with health and you change something around your health life. whether it be going to the gym, taking vitamins, something like that, because that's going to really support your emotions through this time. And I always recommend no flush niacin. I'm not a doctor, I'm just going to recommend it. Obviously, please consult your doctor before you take anything, but this is like a herbal remedy. You can get it most places, but no flush niacin is amazing. It's been helping me specifically as well. It's basically just a really intense vitamin B, and it just balances out your emotions. And of course, everyone is different, so please just be very careful with things like that. Like I say, I'm not a doctor, but if it resonates with you, then just take it on and maybe have a look into it. So that is your reading. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here. My rates and my crystal shop are below. I also am offering portraiture readings, tea leaf readings, and one-on-one Zoom call readings. So if you're interested in those, as well as my tarot rates that are always down below, then please check them out. I also have a crystal shop down below. I'm going to get lots of new things coming in very soon, so get ready for that. And I'll speak to you very soon. Bye. Hello group number 2, let's get started with your reading. So you guys got the beautiful clear quartz. She is a lovely one, I love her. So we're going to start with your tarot card. 7 of Swords, Rhodonite. Oof. You guys got a very similar message to group number 1 actually, which is really interesting. I'm just going to bring up this lighting just slightly. I feel like that was a bit too dark. Okay, so right, so we got this one here. So let's get your rest of your cards. Whoa, I'm suddenly really hot. That is so strange. Oh my god, I'm suddenly really hot and sweaty. Okay, so we have fairies, orders, rest, replenish, and release guilt. Ooh, girl. Nice. Okay, so we're going to do the cards first, and then we're going to do the charms as well after this. Okay, so we have wisdom, rewriting as well, queen codes, her story, healing distortion. We have within. We have the sacral chakra, and I'm going to get one more of these enchanted blossoms cards as well. So do you know what's really funny, guys? These readings have been really synchronistic since I started filming today, and I've literally just saw someone with an orange t-shirt walk past, and there's nobody else on my road right now. There's literally someone with that exact colour on their shirt. How crazy is that? So that's obviously a massive message for you guys. Your sacral is really being healed and worked on, and I feel like you're also being drawn to, yeah, you're really being drawn to this colour. It's really coming up for you guys. I feel like this lighting is really bugging me today. Hopefully it's not too bright. Okay, so with the sacral chakra, this is the spinal flex pose. So this is, I feel life's energy flowing through me. Awakens creative energy, loosens lower back muscles, improves posture, increases flexibility of the spine. So what I see for this one is you guys have been feeling very restricted recently. I feel like there's been a lot of restrictions, and you've just been feeling like everything is just really tight and squeezed and everything like that. So what I'm feeling for you guys is a lot of guilt is coming up and a lot of shame. So if any of this is coming up, I feel like you're being asked to really like stop protecting yourself from those feelings and really just listen within. I feel as if you guys have been protecting yourself for a very long time, and you've just felt kind of overwhelmed and really uncomfortable, and things have just felt just really yucky. So I feel like a lot of you guys have and are holding on to a lot of shame and guilt around you and about your body and about relationships and about how you use your body, especially when you are being intimate with somebody, or you're being intimate with yourself, or you're looking at your body naked. You know, like, we are sexual beings. You don't have to have a relationship to be a sexual being. And I really want to like accentuate this, where when you look at your body, how do you feel? And I think that's kind of the main energy of what you're feeling right now. And I'm sorry if this is triggering for any of you guys. You know, I know this is a very sensitive subject, so just take it as it resonates. If it's too much, feel free to click off this video. But a lot of this reading is going to be based, I feel, around the body and loving and things like that. So I do feel like a lot of you guys are letting go of guilt around your feminine side, around being expressive, around being emotional, around being about needing love and wanting love, because love is everywhere. And I was really drawn to this. I'm going to try and find it now. I was really drawn to this picture today, and I screenshotted it, and it was by a poet, which a lot of people know this poet actually. She's called Rupi Kaur, and it says, "I was trying to make him the one, and it took me 3 years to realize love doesn't work like that." I just want to show you guys this, because I feel like this is important. It's to do with your body as well. It's about you trying to adjust yourself to fit a mold, to fit. And I feel like a lot of the time, I actually don't feel like it's society's mold. I feel like it's the mold that our parents or family put onto us, because they are in the society as well. So it obviously is a ripple effect, everything's connected. But I feel like a lot of you guys are learning to just release a lot of repression and a lot of repression and uncomfortable energy around women and your womanliness or your feminine energy. Obviously you don't have to be a woman, you can have feminine energy and be a man. Everyone has masculine and feminine energy, but your connection to your body is so fucking important, whether you're a man or a woman. Okay, and I'm really like tuning into women here as well, mainly because we have Queen Co's in her story. But what I feel, you're really feeling a bit confused around it, and I feel like you're really going to heal this. I generally feel like that in the next about 3 to 5 months, I'd say. There's a lot of releasing guilt around having to be busy all the time, and I feel like don't be afraid to really take some time off within these next 3 months if you can. You might have already booked it off, or you might be thinking about it. Do it, because I see that you need to really come back into your body, because, you know, society really gets us to come out of our body, whether it be working non-stop or not being emotional, not connecting to ourselves, not sitting quietly without any music or TV on, or, you know, being in relationships that aren't good for us. It's all about distracting us from our purpose. And I feel like right now you are feeling just kind of discombobulated, like kind of like puzzle pieces are all scattered around. So you kind of have to sit and put those puzzle pieces together, and right now it's really uncomfortable. So I feel as if you've got shit handled, and I think you've got things together, but there is a sense of like just feeling a bit bombarded. So I do feel like your journey right now is to do anything that allows you, that gets you out your head and is not about work, nothing to do with work. So completely away from work, career, money, anything like that. 5 to 10 minutes going for a walk, sitting still, going meditation, you know, things like that is really going to help you to get comfortable with yourself again, because you're going to get a lot more wisdom. And I feel like this is about also not protecting yourself, because you are a beautiful being, and it does not matter what body you come in, what you look like, anything like that. Your body does not define who you are, and your body is fucking amazing. Like, it doesn't matter if you are extremely large, extremely skinny, small, tall. It does not matter, because your body is doing its fucking job, you know? So whatever situation you're in, whether you're uncomfortable with your health right now, whether you're really thriving with health, it does not matter. Your body is doing the best job it can do, and it has nothing against you. And I feel like that's really important just to say, like, your body does not define who you are, okay? You could be really uncomfortable with your body. It does not matter. It matters how you see yourself and actually your body doing its job. That is the most important thing, okay? And I feel like really that's such an important message, because a lot of, we just are so, society is fucking judgmental on the outer appearance, and it has nothing to do with that. If you actually own your shit and you know who you are and you're so confident and comfortable with yourself, it actually doesn't matter on the outside, because that's just a reflection. It literally does not matter. Okay guys, so I got really passionate. I felt so passionate then. Okay, so let's get started with your charms, and yeah, let's have a look at your charms and see what you've got. I feel like also to say before we do the charms, I heard if someone is judging you on your body, they don't love themselves enough. I feel that's a really strong message. Okay guys, let's get your charms. Let's see what's going on for you guys. So I like this part. Okay, so I did it for group number 1 and it was so fun. So let's have a look and see. Okay. Alright, and then let's get you guys some dice. And then let's get you some charms with the zodiac signs. Okay. Oops. I feel like I want to do these again. I don't feel connected to that. Alright, let's do that again. Better, that's much better. Okay, all right, let's have a look and see what's going on for you. Okay, so we have some beautiful stuff going on in the financial area, I don't know, one of those. Okay, so area. So we have 2 Gemini, so we could have 2 Geminis working together. There's a lot of communication going on, that's for sure. There's a lot of phone calls, a lot of online stuff going on. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to shoot up in your career. If you are more open to leaning into more opportunities. Okay, I feel like this is so bright. I'm sorry guys, I want to just pull this down a little bit. Okay, I feel like that was so bright. Okay, so with the mental, we have Cancer. So Cancer to me is showing me that a lot of you guys are just feeling kind of overly emotional, which is not a bad thing. Overly emotional just feels like you struggle to kind of hold your emotions and kind of hold yourself right now. So I feel as if what's happening is you may be interrupted by a Cancerian, or like in your life, I feel like a Cancerian might be affecting your mental health, or I feel like if you have very strong Cancer energy, you're being asked to really tune in and tune into what you're feeling. I also feel as if anything to do with Cancer is going to really help you with your emotions these next 3 months. So music, soft cushions, pillows, hugs, talks, things like that, anything very feminine, you know, anything like that. Okay. So we have Virgo between emotional and love life. So I feel like part of you is learning to really get hold of and get a grip to your sense of self-worth, and not to be so perfectionistic on how you feel and how it's reflecting in your love life. I feel like you're quite perfectionistic, or you're learning to not be perfectionistic too much on yourself, because the only reason we are perfectionistic is because we're trying to control something. And because we've got citrine in the love life, citrine to me represents kind of self-esteem. It's to do with anything quite citrusy as well. It can be to do with things that are quite sour. So with the love life, I feel like it can get quite sour if you take it too seriously. So I feel like your emotional side, it's really important to not judge the emotions you're feeling and to stop trying to analyze everything. Conversations is going to be your key to kind of letting go of a lot of emotional, like emotional uncomfortable stuff. And with the emotional here, we have E, we have the owl. There's a wise kind of person beginning with E, or there could be a book that begins with E. There's owls and just an E. So however that resonates with you, that's so many different things. So just take that as it resonates. So some of you guys could go to church, and we have Sunday with spiritual, so you guys could actually go to church on a Sunday. But I also see that I feel like most of your energies in your spiritual side at the moment. Your spiritual and your love life, I think they're both very, very connected here. So I feel as if the spiritual with Sunday, I think you need to schedule more spiritual energy for yourself. So whether that be meditation, going for a walk, something like that. But I feel like however you're doing this, you're unlocking a big part of who you are, and it's definitely connected to family as well. Of course, we're all like this, all connected. But with this love, this is really important. I feel like there's a need for you to just get out of your head these next few months. I really feel that. So with the opportunities, I feel as if there isn't too many opportunities going on. It's more like financial stuff is the opportunities. The main opportunities I feel is love life, emotional and financial. Those are the main things. The fact we have the career, work and opportunities and changes with N, I feel like you might be saying no a lot in your career, and it's because your needs are, you're realising your needs a lot more now. And I feel like what I'm feeling is there's an energy around protection, because we have this little starfish here, and starfish, when you pick them up, they get really hard, or when you leave them alone, they're really soft. So I feel for you is you'll learn to stop protecting yourself too much as your family, and realizing you can't control what your family does because you're not meant to. That's basically what you're learning as well. We have a shit ton of like butterflies and like dragonflies and things like that. So we have the key, we have dragonfly, and we have this Eiffel Tower. I feel like you guys are going to be daydreaming a lot about having a relationship if you're single. A lot of you guys are going to want to do more things with your partner if you're in a relationship, and you might be stretching your partner a bit too much to the point where they might start to get angry or things like that, because I feel like you're wanting more, but your partner can only give you so much because they might not be on the same wavelength as you with that. It might be that they're kind of a hermit and you're somebody who likes going out a lot. So if you're in a healthy relationship and you know you're in a healthy relationship, that's not a problem. I feel like you're going to work through that, and you're going to basically just say like, I want to go out more, and you're actually going to do it. For those of you in relationships that kind of, it's a bit rocky, it might be a situationship, I don't see you fully getting your needs met. I don't see that actually at this point, because I feel like you're still learning who you are in relationships relationships, and the people that you attract are still working on themselves as well in that respect. So basically you are kind of in transition. I'm hearing transmission, transition. I don't know if a car has a transmission. I'm not sure what that is, but I feel like it's something to do with like you need all the parts to get things to work, and I feel like the car's transmission is really important. I don't know what that is, but you know, it's something to do with that. So I feel like you may, just for some of you guys, you know, very few of you, you might end a relationship, because I see that whatever relationship is, could be family, could be romantic, could be friendship. I feel it's more to do with either romantic or family, because I see that you no longer are being tied down by who they are. It's almost like you've done so much people pleasing. It's like, I can't do this anymore. So I feel like you're really letting go of that. And that Venus there is so important, because it's basically like my relationship to my family and myself. How do I feel about that? Where am I getting my needs met? How can I interact with these people and still stay sane? You know. Okay, I just want to get a couple more for the career and opportunities. I feel like I just want to get just a couple more. Okay, so your career could really kind of get more busy around Christmas time or Capricorn season. Your opportunities, we have a child, so you could be working with children or coming away from working with children. I'm hearing wherever the wind takes me. So I feel like there's a sense of you needing to trust your life a bit more, and realizing your worth as well, and realizing that you don't have to be stuck in one job all the time, and look for other things as well. Really allow yourself to know that you can do different things. You can do something else. You don't have to do this same job all the time. That citrine is really important. It definitely is about self-esteem. I feel like anything in your life right now is to do with your self-esteem and how you see yourself. That Virgo is so important. The Virgo is showing me that you guys are needing and are ready to get things clear, like clearing things out emotionally and love life wise. So it could be that you want to go to a retreat, you want to get some therapy done, whether it be Reiki or something like that. I see like a guru or some sort of shaman or something, like pulling energy out of you, like doing this. So it feels that kind of feels like what's going on. I feel like you need a treatment the next couple of months, like Reiki or something like that, to clear stuff out. But I feel like your love life is actually really positive. If you guys are single, I do actually see you like manifesting some love in your life, whether it be from a person or just from yourself, because love life isn't just romantic, you know, it can be lots of different things. But what I'm seeing is that you are on the way to meeting somebody, and it will be at the time when you are so fucking ready, and you don't want it to be any different than that. You want it to be when you're fully super ready. Okay, I'm hearing the song Waiting for Superman. I don't know who it's by, but the song's called Waiting for Superman. I feel that's kind of where you've been in the last few years. So this is your past, and this is going to be with your future here. So this is your past. Lovely. That makes so much sense, because I feel like a lot of you guys are really protecting yourself. So you're letting go of restriction around protection. Like, if you keep protecting yourself, you are not living life properly. You're not actually doing anything if you're protecting yourself, by basically not allowing love to come into your life. And that is like, you're stopping yourself from loving yourself, essentially, if you're protecting yourself. So of course we do things we need to do, you know, this is only advice, you know, sometimes it can be easier said than done. So this is, of course, makes a lot of sense as to why you're feeling just really weird. Saturn, from when I'm recording this, Saturn is in retrograde right now, so it's going backwards, or looks like it's going backwards. So when Saturn is in that position, that to me, whether it's in that position right now when you're watching this, Saturn is restriction. So that's why you're kind of feeling that. With the Aquarius and the Aries, these two are very important. This is basically about how am I attracting restriction in my life, and Aquarius and Aries, these two are basically, I feel, when Aquarius and Aries are imbalanced, when they're not balanced properly, they can be very kind of stubborn and hard-headed and childish, and that's kind of what you're letting go of with relationships with people. You're coming into the more authentic side of Aries, which is putting yourself first, being the leader, making decisions for yourself, using your intuition to really make strong decisions. So yeah, so that's what I feel like is happening for you guys. I hope you have a great day. My rates are down below, along with I have my soulmate readings. If you want to check out my more kind of intricate readings like soulmate, tea leaf, or one-on-one Zoom calls, then message me, because they are not available on my website right now. But I also have my tarot readings available if you guys are interested. So Crystal Shop is also down below as well, and I'll speak to you very soon. Much love. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Let's get started with your reading. So you guys chose the Amethyst Tumblestone. Let's see what's going on for the next 3 months. Ooh, hi. Oh, I love this. We have the Knight of Wands and Garnet. I just want to show you how beautiful these cards are. These are so pretty. These are the Crystal Struck Tarot. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Kind of reminds me of like a moustache or like hair or something like that. Okay, so let's get the rest of your cards and then we'll have a look into your charms. Okay, so first one we have Pixie Helpers and Green Adventuring. Not all wanderers are lost. Clearing the way. Luck, opportunities. Love that. Dioptas and Larkspur. Past life healing. Letting go of anger and forgiveness. Crown Chakra. Breath. Pride. Alchemy. Awaken and heal. I'm going to get one more of these cards here. Okay. And we have peace. Underneath we have innocence. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you guys are dealing with something to do with law or something that involves something legal, something that's outside of your control that is quite large. It feels like a really big change that's happening for you guys. The alchemy to me is, well, alchemy is changing something from one state to another. And when you're an alchemist, that's when you're the one in charge of doing that. So I feel like you are awakening. Whoa. Oh my God, my throat. Okay, well that's the thing. I was thinking, have some water before I started this reading and I didn't. And the cough basically forced me to have some water. So throat chakra, heart chakra and the crown chakra. What this says is I'm fully engaged in life. I feel like a lot of you guys are getting drained by other people's energy. Amethyst is all about that psychic protection. It's a very spiritual crystal. It's very kind of like very basic crystal. So a lot of people who first start out, when they get crystals, they go for amethyst. What I'm seeing is, I feel like I need to pull this lighting up a little bit. This lighting is really random because I'm kind of going off of natural lighting. So sorry if the lighting's really random in this video. But I feel like you are definitely coming into a new opportunity that's really big. And basically right now you're having to really let go of a shit ton of stuff. And I really feel like it's to do with you and your self-worth and your owning your power. That is like really big. I'm getting like with this kind of like carnelian red kind of authentic energy coming through. So what I feel is if this is to do with your needs, getting your needs met, standing in your power, being a sovereign being. And the Knight of Wands is fucking intense. Like this is Garnet. So Garnet is like, I'm getting my needs met, bitch. Don't care what you think. So I always recommend Garnet to anyone in a situationship that, you know, it helps you get your power back. It helps you get grounded. It helps you get your power back. It helps you get more comfortable with yourself. So Garnet to me, the Knight of Wands, is showing me that you guys are really getting comfortable with asserting yourself, being in your masculine side, and I wouldn't be surprised if you attract a male. If you are wanting to be in a relationship with a male, that is extra clarification, or it could be, if you're not wanting that, a male friend. But I feel like the masculines around you and the men around you are going to change. So especially if you have, even if you have women around you who are quite masculine, quite closed off, these people are going to really change. I really feel like the masculine energy, you're having a sweep of masculine energy over you. It's almost like the cleaners are in and they're bringing their masculine energy with them. It's kind of like you are being installed with masculine energy, and that is how you are coming into this new opportunity, and it feels fucking amazing. And the Wanderers, this is so good because I feel like a lot of you guys have felt very, very uncomfortable, very lost, very confused, and I feel like this is just massive clarification. Girl, opportunities are on their way. I can guarantee you that. It feels so fucking amazing. And what I love about this is it's really confirming that anything you've gone through recently is because you're learning from your past life. You're really healing a shit ton of stuff from your past life, and you're learning to deal with people who have a shit ton of pride and be at peace with yourself, and learn to have composure, and also just to learn to just deal with what's going on, like either whether you have to assert yourself, whether you have to stand your ground, whether you have to send a shitty email, whatever you have to do that feels right for you, because I feel like you are no longer having to be small and feel so constricted and tiny and uncomfortable, like you are coming into your power. Wow, my fingers just clicked so well. I see some of you guys might be starting a career in anatomy. I'm hearing like something to do with bones, so that could be something, maybe an archaeologist or something like that. But I see that you're getting to the root of a problem, and when this starts to change, oh my god, your life is going to fucking flip. Like, I feel like the things you've been waiting on for such a long time, they're just going to like plop in your lap. Friendships, relationships, I can't click with my left hand, but friendships, relationships, money. What you're waiting on is coming towards you, because if you are doing the work, if you're actually being in the moment with the stuff that's going on, especially if there's conflict, oh my god, it's really healing you and it's really getting you to come into your power. It is so fucking amazing. I'm just, love this. So I love the fact we have clearing the way, especially if you're a woman or you're a feminine. You are really clearing the way for a lot of feminines and women who are going to be, who are going to be ahead of you, who are going to be, before you as well. You're clearing the way for the feminines before you. I'm hearing that feminine urge where it says the feminine urge to blow shit up, the feminine urge to speak my truth, the feminine urge to not people please anymore. It's like, so sexy and beautiful, and this is going to attract some really balanced people, because you're becoming so much more comfortable with your awakening, and you're no longer forcing yourself to stress yourself out. Basically, you're no longer forcing yourself to put yourself in a box for other people. You're no longer doing that for yourself, so whew, girl, it's intense. Let's have a look at your charms. Okie dokie. So okay, let's put her there. Alrighty, okie dokie. I'm seeing a fish and it looks like Pisces to me. So Pisces could be quite a strong energy around your next 3 months. So it's going to be like spirituality, it could be a person, something like that. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's going on with you, baby. Okay, let's get these charms. A really good shake up here. Okay, I don't want me to pull any more from that one. Okay, so let's get you some dice. And then let's get you some star signs. Actually, I do want to, can I pull a couple more for this? I just want a little bit more. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, we got 2 of the same. I love that. All right, so let's get you some zodiac signs. Nice. Okie dokie. So I feel I need to pull my selenite stick out. If you guys need some clearing, selenite is like amazing for this. Okay, Libra, she's leaving the building. So what I see is that Libra is actually over here. It's actually down here. I don't know if you can see it. But Libra has left the building. She is on her way out. So what I'm seeing is, because she's down here, I feel like you're releasing the need to be responsible for other people's shit. Because Libra is, if it's imbalanced, it can be major people pleaser. It can be shoving stuff under the rug, having to be a certain way, things like that. You are releasing a lot of this unhealthy patterning with Libra, which is so good. I love that. So we have I'm here in the 4th house. So we got number 4 with financial. So you could start work from home. You could, for financial, I see some opportunities coming in, begin with G. So it could be a company. And we have Taurus. So yeah, a shit ton of money is coming in for you guys. I'm seeing you're becoming much more balanced. I'm hearing I'm no longer sleeping on my friend's couch. So you might suddenly start up a new business and it really blows up. But I'm picking up, could be 4 weeks and 4 months. It could start as well. But number 4 is really important. You could actually meet a Taurus who's 4 years older or 4 years younger in business as well. And they could, like, bring in a really good opportunity for you. Okay, so with the opportunities and change, this feels really light to me. This feels like you've got some beautiful, really delicate light energy. So with the Sagittarius, she is just on opportunities here with music. So you could meet some musicians. You could have a partnership with a musician. I see you could meet a Sagittarius that really brings you a lot of joy. I feel like this opportunities and change, music is a really big thing for you guys. I feel like this is don't know what way that goes, but this is really showing you that music can bring in opportunities. So if you're feeling low, listen to some really hyped up, funky, fun music, because that's going to really help you to just feel more lighter, because things feel very fucking heavy at the moment. So don't be afraid to really, you know, just go for it. Okay, I'm just putting these up the right way. Okay, so with the family, not too much going on there. I do feel as if you are moving away from issues with family, which is why there's nothing really here, which is nice. You could work with family, you could go into a career with family, or you could be really changing your home life, or you change other people's home life. With Virgo, it's a very homely kind of sign. It can be to do with, like, you know, perfectionism and things like that. It's also to do with, you know, balance. So with the Virgo, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be changing your workspace, especially if you work from home. You could be changing up your workspace in your home. You could be incorporating more kind of homely things into your desk as well. So if you work from an office, you bring that things into your desk. So I feel as if your love life is in transition at the moment. You're kind of transitioning from being codependent to being independent, and you're speaking your truth really strongly. The Aquarius, between the emotional and the love life, I feel like you're easily going to meet a spiritual person. If you are in, you know, that realm of, you know, if you're single, if you're wanting a partnership, I see that you could meet an Aquarius, but also you could get a lot of advice from Aquarius that brings you towards your love life. It brings you towards a more stable love life. So this could be someone like a therapist, a friend, something like that. Whatever this person's saying or doing, it feels very important. It feels like life-changing. The love life area as well is showing me that there's somebody in with O, or completion. O is like, you know, the circle of like completion. Anytime you don't speak your truth, it is bringing you back to your old patterning. So I feel like it's really important to speak your truth in your love life, relationships. I do see that, like I said, your relationship is kind of in that alchemy phase at the moment. It's kind of like in the in-between. So what I feel like you're doing is you're going to get much more emotionally comfortable with being independent, like emotionally independent. And then you're going to bring in all of this beautiful stuff. It's all going to come together. And I see you packing a suitcase to meet someone. So that could be something as well. So short-term travel is really good for you at the moment. So your spiritual side is bringing you towards a more comfortable self. So with Carnelian, this is bringing you into your sacral. And did we have sacral for you? I can't remember if you had sacral. I think you had the crown chakra, but with the spiritual side, we have S, we have peace, and we have the Carnelian. Where this is reaching a little bit more into the emotional, I feel like this is to do with your confidence around being a spiritual, intuitive being. And I feel like if you've ever wanted to start a career that's spiritual or healing or in the practice of healing, fucking go for it. I always will recommend that, because I think we need that more in life. So we have B with emotional and spiritual. So I'm not too sure what the B and the A is. I feel like it could be, I mean, for some of you guys, it could be a bachelor's, like you're letting go of like a lot of the trauma around your bachelor's degree. I don't know. But with the spiritual, I feel like you're going to have a lot of peace in the next 3 months. I just see only 1 month just feels really uncomfortable, and the next 2 months just feels super, super comfortable. With the spiritual side, we have Scorpio and Cancer. So you're really coming into your authentic side, your transformational side, and you could be getting with a Cancer or a Scorpio in the spiritual realm, spiritual community. With the mental, we have Aries and a Mermaid. So I feel like there's a lot of fantasy around an Aries, like the Aries part of you or somebody else, they kind of have this fantasy vibe. They're always in that spiritual, they're not really doing anything physical. They have this kind of illusion element about them, and you're letting that person go away from your life or away from just your mentality, and you're not being defined by them anymore. We have this fish, and I feel like it's just keep swimming in the mental. I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on there, but it's okay. I feel like a lot of stuff is you're thinking a lot, you're overthinking a lot within the next 3 months, but I feel like nature's going to be really healing for you with that. I feel I need to bring out these couple of more dices, so let's see. Okay, so love life, we have the 6th house and the 4th house, which is funny because family is about the 4th house. So the 4th house is reaching between the love life and the family. So what I'm seeing is you are going to, I feel like you're just really embodying your identity, and it's causing you to it's just making you feel much more comfortable with asserting yourself. I wouldn't be surprised if you see someone and you go up to them and start talking to them. Obviously this is you guys who are single, and if this is the other way around, it could be somebody comes up to you. If you're already in a relationship, I see the relationship becoming much more about health, and you both might start working out together, you both might start changing up your diet and your food, things like that. You might also start going to the gym together, things like that. I feel like you're doing it together. It feels like a conscious effort together. Okay, so this is the past here. So the 10th house, the 3rd house in the reverse, and Saturn. Fuck yeah, that's amazing, especially because we're literally just coming out of Saturn retrograde in October from when I'm filming this. So there's a coming out of restriction. I'm coming out. Okay, in the future, let's see what's happening for you guys in the future. I feel like you could just shuffle these. Lilith. Yummy, 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 yummy. I love, oh my god, oh, this is fucking exciting, especially those of you who are single. This is, wow. I'm fucking excited, guys. Okay, so funnily enough, I got a really big fat download today about restriction and not letting people restrict you. Especially if you're an empath, we take that stuff very seriously and very, it feels very personal. So when it comes to being restricted, family is probably one of the most intense karmas around restriction, and of course like society and shit like that. This is showing me that you are no longer in connection, or going to be no longer in connections with people, or feeling like there's restriction, there's lack of love, there is sparky, intense, raw jaggedness from people, and it feels low, it feels intense, it feels like you are in this little box and you can't breathe and you can't stand up, you can't sit down. You're releasing that, and I feel that this is going to shoot you into your career and your career life. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, of course don't take the timing really seriously, it might not just be 3 months, but I feel like for a lot of you guys it actually is. Could be even 5 months time, but honestly this is such a process, it can be up and down. I'm seeing like this, like a wave, like wee. Oh, I see some of you guys getting a dog as well, like a little caramelly coloured one, maybe like a cockapoo, cavapoo, something like soft, really squishy baby. That's coming very soon, like get ready. And then we have Lilith, we have the 8th house, we have Venus. I mean, that does not get any more strong around relationships. Like, your Lilith is fucking important. Like, I really feel like I want to do a video on Lilith, because to me Lilith energy is like the one thing that can really restrict us from living our life fully, like really fully. So wherever your Lilith is and your Venus, those two are going to be really healed, and I feel like your relationships are going to change so much. You're going to want more, you're going to ask for more in relationships, and you're going to get more, and your Lilith is going to no longer restrict you, and you're going to heal that Lilith. Even if it's just 75% healed, it's going to be amazing, because Lilith is a really uncomfortable sign. It's a really uncomfortable one. It's our wounded sexual energy, and it's the same with every person. It is our wounded feminine sexual energy. So it's about, how do I express myself? And Lilith, if you look at it, the opposite of the sign of this is, so say if it's an Aries, Lilith in Aries, the opposite of that would be struggling with your ego, struggling with your identity, struggling to be seen with your identity, things like that. So Venus is really showing me that someone is going to be, you're going to be in a shit ton of connections where people are seeing you as you authentically are, and you're able to get intimate with those people because you feel so comfortable and you're able to do that. And oh, it's so fun. I love this. And also you're going to be around people who are so emotionally intelligent, who are spiritually connected. Oh, girl, I'm so excited. So I feel like the last message I'm getting, I'm hearing the song, it's by Dua Lipa. I love her, she's great. One of her songs is Levitating. I was trying to sing it in my head, sorry guys. It's called Levitating. Listen to that. I feel like that's a really good, a feel-good song. So have a great day, and I'll speak to you very soon. Oh, by the way, before I go, my rates and my crystal shop are below. I don't have my portrait, tarot, and one-to-one rates down below. So if you'd like a portraiture reading, like a soulmate portrait reading, a tea leaf reading, a one-on-one Zoom call reading, all of that info is down below. Well, sorry, not all of the info is down below. If you want to know about those specific readings, message me through email or Instagram. If you want to just look at my general tarot rates, those are down below in the description box. Crystal shop is also down below. And I just want to say, I just feel drawn to say that if you get approached by looks like me on Instagram or email, do not answer it, because I will never ask you just for a reading. You know, you would have purchased a reading before. So yeah. So if anyone approaches you and it looks like my handle, look at the Instagram handle, because there's been a lot of scammers recently. So have a great day and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 4. Let's get started with your reading. You guys chose the kunzite crystal. I also sell kunzite raw on my crystal shop as well, if you guys are interested. I love kunzite. It's one of my faves. It's just such a beautiful, like, gorgeous colour as well. Ignoring my ink on my finger. I don't know if it's got like a shine to it. It's so pretty. Okay, let's have a look at your tarot card. Ooh, so this is the 10 of Wands. This is so lovely. I feel like it should be up like that way. So this is the 10 of Wands. This is from the Crystal Struck Tarot. This is so beautiful. So this is Caribbean calcite. That's really cool. So there's definitely some endings going on. I feel like I might get just one more, just to clarify that. Because sometimes I like to know what's going to happen, like, after the ending, you know. Okay, let's get 3. 7 of Pentacles, optical calcite. Do I want this one? I don't really want that one. No, let's do it again. This one. This one. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Underneath, the Page of Wands, chrysoprase. Beautiful. Alright, so let's get you the rest of your cards here. So we have Obsidian and Hellebore, Shadow Mirror. This says Deep Healing, Understanding, Seer. Pearl and Larimar, Let Go, Surrender, Release, Surrender, Release, Patterns and Triggers, and Pleiades. I heard ladies. Ladies. We have Nurture, Crown Chakra, Dignity, and let's get you another one. Let's get you one more here. We have Gratitude. Okie dokie, underneath the deck we have Innocence, which is always a really beautiful one. So I feel like a lot of you guys have kind of felt very triggered the last few weeks or months. I feel like you guys are very sensitive and you can pick up on stuff other people can't. So it can be quite difficult for you to live day-to-day life sometimes. But I feel like a message I need to say is sometimes we have to accept where we're at. You know, sometimes we need to accept where we're at. I know it's easier said than done. Honestly, I totally get that. But I feel like for you guys, there's a big need for you to step into your sensitivity and really realise that that is who you are. And it's actually a really beautiful quality. It's actually a really beautiful thing. So with the crown chakra, we have I'm happy, healthy and whole. This is a chakra journey meditation. This says integrates and balances all the chakras, allowing energy to flow freely, protects and expands a healthy aura, calms and clears the mind. So where we have the 10 of Wands and then we have the 8 of Pentacles, we've got 7 and 8 of Pentacles and we have the 10 of Wands. I feel like you're releasing a lot of responsibility over other people. You are no longer feeling restricted by certain people, and you're no longer feeling like it's your job to always change things and, you know, feeling like you're guilty because things can't change and really you're not actually in charge of it. Which is a really big deal for a lot of you guys, because I feel like you're really releasing a lot of ancestral family patterns. The deep healing makes a lot of sense. I feel like you need to re-nurture yourself through the deep healing, and you're definitely, I feel like this group is really about confirmation that if you're going through a lot of uncomfortable stuff, or you know there's going to be some sort of release at some point, this is just confirmation that yes, it's happening. Because we have this 10 of Wands, which is, like I said I wanted to see what's after the change, what's after the releasing, and I'm not really getting what's kind of happening afterwards. I do feel like you're rebuilding something. You're rebuilding possibly a business or your identity or something like that. Your identity is really coming up as well here, but where we have surrender, release patterns and triggers, you are definitely doing a shit ton of releasing and coming into your own, and it's taking time because you have to, you know, it's taking one step at a time. And with kunzite being your crystal, you're definitely in a nurturing phase. You're definitely at a phase where you're learning to really come into your nurturing side. And with this pearl and Larimar, I'm hearing you never know what you're going to get. When you open that like clam, you never know if you're going to get a pearl or not. So it's kind of like life. Sometimes it's like that. But I see some new opportunities of travel. I see that you need to do some traveling, or being around water or nature, anything that allows you to open that heart chakra of yours, because it feels quite restricted, and anything to do with like towns, cities, things like that are going to make you feel even more restricted, because we're getting further and further away from nature. So with your crown chakra, I feel like you're also learning to not let things take hold of you so much. The energies are very intense at the moment, so it's kind of hard to ignore them. But with the crown chakra meditation, I feel like putting some crystals on your crown, and you know, whether it be amethyst or something like that. I'm also going to be selling a chakra kit as well, which I'm very excited about. I did used to sell one, but I want to kind of update it a little bit. But with this crown chakra, I feel like this is about you listening to downloads and realizing you're quite sensitive, because your crown chakra is very open, so you will feel more sensitive. Your senses will be heightened, but it's okay. It's all about this process of letting go and feeling into things and things like that. So that's kind of what I feel like I need to look into for the cards. So let's get you your charms now. Let's see what's going on for you guys. But I love all these crystals. Like, these are so pretty. We've got a lot of purple and kind of like mixed colours. Fluorite, optical calcite and Caribbean calcite, they're all very kind of mixed colours. So it's just an indication that things just feel a little bit confusing right now. But it's okay. Like, sometimes things have to feel a bit confusing. But honestly, nurturing yourself is the best thing to do. Nurturing and being around people is like something I feel like you really need to do. I feel like you need to just get out your head, because you're kind of feeling just very bombarded, especially by all the energy. Especially if you, like I say, if you are sensitive, you will feel bombarded by the energies. So, you know, it's really important to realize your worth, and not to feel a victim, not to fall victim to the energies and things like that. Okay, so let's get your charms and things like that. Let's see what's going on for group number 4. That little one always like rolls around. Oh, stopping on family. Okay. Okay, let's get you some more like of these ones. Whoops. Okay, so let's get you some dice. And some zodiac signs. Okie dokie. So let's see what we got going on here. Let's bring up the light a bit so you can see a bit better. Okay, so we have Wednesday, we got Neptune, we got Scorpio here. Let me just put these upright so you can see. Got our, what's this one? It says Monday. We got the letter N right in the middle. Letter R again, and then we've got Q. I'm hearing a little bit of R and R, which I think is like resting, isn't it? I don't think we say that in England, but when you have a little bit of R and R, I think it's when you rest and, you know, you look after yourself. Okay, so I feel that's way too bright actually. Let me bring that down a bit. Sorry guys. I'm so fussy on like lighting, but it's the photographer in me, okay? All right, so let's have a look at family first. So we have family with the 7th house, Aries and Mercury. All right, group number 4. Let's have a look and see what's going on for you guys. So we have, with a family, we have this little ball, and I feel like your family is your entire world. This is what it's feeling like. I also feel as if your family is redefining your identity at the moment, and your relationships to other people in your life, to yourself. I feel a shit ton of judgment around this area. So if you are feeling very restricted, then that makes sense, because that's just clarifying that that's going on. And the kind of cure to this, the kind of, not cure, but like advice here is to really speak your truth, and if they don't agree, that's okay, they don't have to agree, but I really feel like it's about forming your identity in family. And then with the love life, we have, I feel like love life and family are very connected. We have Scorpio, so I really feel like you guys could easily get into a relationship or already be in a relationship when you are, by the time 3 months comes around. Wednesday is a very good day. It might be the day you go on a date, or when you go on a date with your partner or you already have. And then Scorpio is showing me you might end up being with a Scorpio. Carnelian is showing me that you need to break away from old family patterns to really come into your own. And it's really good because you're learning to be much more comfortable with all parts of you. And I do see a marrying up. It might be a marriage in the next 3 months as well. I know a lot of people get married around summertime as well. I'm filming this in summertime. So you might have a wedding coming up. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're feeling like you need a lot of freedom right now, especially around family, because we have the 4th house of family. Funnily enough, we have the 7th house in family, we have the 4th house in emotional. So there's definitely this kind of overwhelming, messy situation with family and emotional stuff. Family and love life. So your spirituality is your way out of this situation. It's a way to feel much more comfortable with yourself. I feel like R is one of your emotions. So it could be rage, it could be rest, I'm not sure. But I feel like there's a need for you to really push forward into something and not avoid conflict. The horse is really about that freedom. And I feel like that's really what you're coming into. With the mental, we have Virgo, which is a very mental sign, and financial here. Finances, there's not too much going on. I feel like more to do with love life and career is really happening. Sorry, love life and family. But we do have a shit ton of opportunities here. So let's see what that is about in a moment. So we've got mental with Q. We have this little Mickey Mouse key. We've got this luck charm, and we've got Virgo. I feel like your mental is really being drawn to your childhood, really doing things that make you feel in your childlike energy, make you feel like you don't have to think too much, because you are overthinking quite a bit because you've got a lot of stuff going on. I feel like there's a lot of changes to do with finances. I'm sorry, not finances, a lot of changes to do with your emotional side, but it might be affecting your finances as well. You might have just quit a job, and that's why maybe you've drawn to this video, because you're thinking what's going to happen next, and that is really what I feel like for some of you guys. With finance, we have Sagittarius. There could be a Sagittarius who loans you money, or you might end up getting a career that is traveling, or you get money from abroad. Opportunities in career. Is looking good. It feels quite calm. With family, we have also this link here. It looks like a little bracelet almost, like a mini bracelet. So what I'm seeing is your heritage is really coming through with your career. You might bring in your natural heritage into your career. Maybe you want to bring in something that's to do with your background or something like that. Maybe Chinese medicine or shamanism, something like that. And with career and work, I do see you connecting with a lot of people through the phone. I don't see you connecting with people physically, but a lot of stuff online and a lot of communication, emails, texts, voice messages, voice notes, things like that. Right, opportunity and change is really big. I feel like because something is unraveling, because your emotions are really unraveling, there's new opportunities coming towards you that are really stretching you to be seen more. And I feel like some of you guys could go on a massive trip. I feel, because we have number 4. 4 is really prominent for you guys. We've got the number 4 here and the 4th house. So this is really showing up for me that a lot of you guys are, I'm seeing like a school trip. I'm also seeing like holidays, booking a holiday for a bit. That is going to be where it's at, because I feel like a lot of you guys need some sun, because we have the little sun here, and this says made with a smile as well. And I feel like a lot of you guys just feeling really uncomfortable at the moment, just feeling really sad or confused. So this opportunities is asking you to really, like, things are just really going to start to change for you. I really feel that. So with the Monday is normally a kind of a very, like, a lot of people are like, oh, it's Monday again, because they hate their job. So with Monday, I feel like it's showing me that Monday's going to be very different for you, because I feel like you might experience a Monday where you're abroad, or you're on holiday, or you're just having a day off, or a week off, and there's a sense of need to really shake the fuck up, like really shake shit up, shaking it up. And I feel like I want to grab your shoulders and shake you, because I feel like your energy really needs to be shook up. And I feel like you might randomly just meet someone. I feel especially if you're in a spiritual community, you could randomly just meet somebody. And with the Leo, this is getting you to be seen in your opportunities. I feel like Leo is more about play. It's about romance, creativity, self-expression, drama. That is really coming in the opportunities, which is top notch, amazing, very good. And I feel like with Leo represents children as well, so you could get an opportunity through a child. So maybe it could be a family friend, it could be your own child, something like that. You could even meet a man or a woman through your child, so say if they might be their mum or their dad. So this is what you're releasing. This is in the past on the left here, and on the right this is going to be your future. So there's a lot of stuff you're getting rid of to do with karma. The 12th house, which we have here, is to do with endings, healing, closure, spirituality, the subconscious, limiting beliefs, karma, dreams, imagination, all that stuff. And that stuff can be really uncomfortable, especially if it's like a nightmare or if it's karma that's really coming to its head. This is showing me that things are shifting. You are coming into a new version of yourself that's much more solid, much more grounded. And I'm picking up on the number 4. It's just coming up so fucking intensely. And I'm hearing square peg, round hole. And basically, this square peg is going to turn into a square hole, because I feel like you've had a lot of restrictions and what's the word? Oh my word, that word has just escaped me. Rejection. You've had a lot of rejection, and that's because you are not meant to be in this type of either career or situation, and you're being pushed out of it. You're being pushed to be seen, and it's like, when I believe in myself, what do I want to do? If I believed in myself fully, what would I be capable of? And I feel like that's basically what you're learning to do. And in the future, I feel like you're really letting go of Chiron. Chiron energy is just restrictive. It's your sexual feminine energy. Releasing that, and you're having a much more stronger relationship with yourself, and it feels really good. So that is what I felt like I need to say for you guys. I hope that resonated with you, and I hope that made sense. Have a great day. My rates are down below. I'm also now offering oh my god, my words have just gone. I'm also offering tea leaf readings, soulmate portrait readings, one-on-one Zoom calls. So if you want one of those, please email me or message me through Instagram. I haven't got those on the website, but they are available. And I also have just tarot rates as well. So they are down below. They're on my website. And yeah, if you want to check out my crystal shop, that's also there. And that's all I'm seeing. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for being a part of my channel. I really appreciate you, and I'll speak to you very soon. Much love.